get the front door open for you, no problem, but the security system is more entangled than a Carlin nerve bundle. You're gonna have to cut through the ice and disable the whole thing locally. Or blow it up, I guess. Yeah, that would work too.
Incalculable amounts of data is humbling. I would never want to be the having to sort through this deluge of information.
I've located the right data cluster, but not the exact vault. Again, you're gonna have to do that locally. Shouldn't be a problem with all that fancy imp software you got now. I'll keep an eye on things from here.
message from Kira.
Indent. The Ascender presence complicates the situation, but we still want you to proceed. Terminate all opposition with extreme prejudice. We will look into how they gained access.
multi-capacitor HPM emitter. It can fry all binary systems in the area, myself included. You're mostly flesh, so you'll barely notice a thing. Please destroy it.
Where did those fanatic fucks get their hands on a Class 3 emitter? Someone must be using them for their own ends. Proceed to the vault.
Vault index for operations data. The operations data vault identified. I am unlocking the vault access hatch now. Such are my powers.
Indent. Now appropriate the vault itself. Jack into the vault SI, and our AGI will do the rest through your imp.
Direct link established. AGI bond verified. Search. Initiating imprint procedure.
Not yet here. I see other CGTs moving in on your position. The bastards are just cruising through now that we cleared the way. Better watch your six, pal.
Indent, if you lose that vault, I expect you to self-terminate on the spot and spare me the effort. Clear?
Property appropriation process completed. Ownership now registered to Y Corp CIC 180403-4.
Excellent. We now own the vault. That should give us full access to the records. Now upload the full data package to the Y Corp desyncs.
Accessing vault data.
That data pack is gonna be crazy large, buddy, even with compression. Your imp doesn't have enough bandwidth for a remote transfer. I'll set up access through the Network Operations Center while the package is being compiled.
While we appreciate the assistance, Noghead, you should be aware that we are monitoring your every action. Don't get any ideas.
Far be it for me to enact on any ideas where there's enough foreign involved. Just helping out my pal, as promised.
Good.
Master NOC.
Hang on while I cut through the ice so that your Y-Corp friends can connect to the NOC. There, done.
We have access. Downloading the package now. The operations data has significant gaps, but our AGI was able to cross-reference it with the information we already had, and the findings are interesting. Our board will want to discuss them before deciding how to proceed. In the meantime, you passed the test. We reluctantly welcome you to our Property Appropriation Division. Be aware that you'll be operating in a whole different league going forward. This is a high-risk, high-reward profession, and we expect you to perform at the highest possible standard at all times. We have updated your imp with your new rating as a CGT operative. Enjoy the insurance policy, and expect to hear from us again soon.
Incoming SSM request from Noghead.
Good. I set up this channel to bypass the AGI bonds so that snotty a foreign can't listen in. See, I had a pilfering algorithm piggybacking on the transfer so that I could clone the data. Just a little something I've been working on for a while now. Thing is, she ain't telling you half of it. There's clues in there as to why the Ascent group went under. Looks like they were pouring Ucreds into some secret mega project enough to buy a fucking planet. A lot of key personnel were being reassigned to that same project, and they also paid Onyx Void plenty of Ucreds for who knows what. Why the hell would Ascent Group do that? What were they working on, and why is Y-Corp so interested? AG, we're also planning a hostile takeover of Malor's Gel, but something went seriously wrong somewhere, and the Ascent Group AGI shut down. The whole Corp went belly up, and here we are. Figured you should know, seeing as it's your ass on the line. Talk soon!
Operative. We studied the operations history data you sent, and it hints at some sort of ongoing interstellar transportation arrangement between the Ascent group and Onyx Void. We want to understand the details of that arrangement. Who or what were OV bringing onto Velez on the Ascent group's behalf? We know that OV is very protective of all shipment information. It is being kept in a single protected desync somewhere. Your next assignment is to locate that desync and extract the info we want. Should be straightforward enough, even for a sapient such as yourself. As Y Corp can't afford to officially antagonize Onyx Void at this time, you'll be operating on your own again. Kira out.
Suggest querying the Onyx Void subnet at their hangout at the node. Destination set.
the feed with your humble Grateful Abbot. It's been a slow news cycle despite all the excitement inside the arcology lately. On the intergalactic scene, negotiations were recently concluded with the Anera system and their entry into the common space.
Look at this! There's a reason.
This is the feed. It's been a slow news cycle despite all the excitement inside the arcology lately. On the intergalactic scene, negotiations were recently concluded with the Anera system and their entry into the common space. I take heart seeing yet another system throw off the yoke of archaic governance and embrace corpocracy. Apparently, the now defunct Anaran government has been experimenting with a voting system involving the entire population. What a mess that must have been. For more local fare, we have reports of the usual gang skirmishes. All these hotshot youngsters so eager to prove themselves. It's rather endearing. The feed has learned that the Turbo Vipers currently hold the upper hand over the fierce Liquid Quicks in the Warrens. But with the situation being so volatile, the balance might shift at any moment. Rumors have also reached our ears about a new power player on the scene. A CGT from a company called Y-Corp recently acquired the old Cluster 13 tokamak and adjoining stacks. I'm sure all those indents are grateful to know who their new employer is. I know I would be. They have been going through some rough times. It's like I always say, it's only when the hour is at its darkest that you can see the stars clearly.
My dear fellow, you are just the type I'm looking for. Name's Sanguine Humbert. Able-bodied and with that flat stare that one acquires only after extensive flatlining. I'm in need of a dependable courier. Would you be interested? Excellent. As you might be aware, our fine casino, the Golden Satori, operates a virtual subsidiary as well. Patrons can make significant earnings there online, and we have several high rollers. Some wish to, shall we say, circumvent the regular channels when transferring their winnings. For different reasons, they wish to have them be delivered on a Ukraine chip instead. This is where you come in. I shall give you a large sum of Ukrates to be delivered to a certain patron. You will of course earn a carriage fee, and there will be more assignments should you prove yourself trustworthy. And should you decide to run off with the cash, well, we Rojin have long memories. Here you go, your first delivery. It is to be given to a jackalope named Floody Riccone, whom you'll find in Cluster 13. Don't worry about the muscle of the door. The Ukraine chip has been biolinked to you, to avoid unnecessary scrutiny. We don't want them to think you're stealing from the casino now, do we? Off you go.